Well, we have made it to the meeting that we organized. We are going to talk about some strategies for how to address these police officers who are attacking our black women now. We have been criticized because we have never spoken out about the injustices against women of color, particularly black women. They never mention it at our meetings. I wonder why they never mention it at our meetings. But they always mention issues against black men before we go on the national television to attack them, and they get their issues pushed. But we will now address the issues against white men attacking black women. Everyone is a little late for some reason.
We are the only two black women in this chapter of the feminist organization, so we can't say they are on CP time. They are the ones who gave us the idea of Black Women's Lives Matter too, so now we will act on it since their men own the media and they get their agenda pushed through it.
Okay, we have been waiting and still no sign of our sisters showing up.
Did they get the emails?
Yes, they had read receipts for each one of those that were sent out.
Did they get the certified letters and tags on Facebook and Instagram?
Yes, I did all of that.
Okay, I'm starting to wonder if they even care. We even did the certified mail and raised money on our own to pay Kevin Hart to promote this meeting. They knew about it.
Hey my strong sisters, how are you doing?
We have been waiting on you for a very long time. We have been called out for always criticizing black men but never speaking up for black women when attacked by white folks, especially white men, and you never held a meeting speaking on that. We were so excited when we joined this movement and you gave us television time, but looking back, it was to attack Chris Brown, Ray Rice, Chad Johnson, Floyd Mayweather, Stephen A. Smith, the Cleveland bus driver and other black men.
You never said anything about Dr. Ursula or the black woman professor who was brutalized by those cops and the University of Arizona. She was given probation, but she was attacked, and you never spoke up about Rickey Boyd who was murdered, Renisha McBride who was murdered, Marlene Pinnock who was beaten by the cop in California, Denise Stewart who was dragged out of her building in New York while naked by the cops, and it was said to them over and over again how she has asthma, but they did not stop.
And let's not forget about the pregnant woman who was attacked in Chicago by the police. And now, we have a young child who was attacked by Eric Casebolt in McKinney, Texas.
Oh yes, the pregnant woman Nicola Robinson in Chicago, Illinois. She said the cop told her, "You black bitch, you better be glad I didn't hit you hard enough to make you lose your fucking baby."
That is right, and we never speak on that. When we bring it up, we are always told, just give it a minute, we will let the facts come out. But you don't wait in other situations. Those people who criticize us black feminists tend to have a point. They are starting to say that we hate black women ourselves, even though we are black and feminist. They ask how we can join the street harassment movement when it is clearly a racial motivation behind it. More and more people are seeing us as sellouts.
Okay, let me tell you something. After the jihad that we had against black men in the media, we knew it could not be successful unless we used those closest to him. This is where you women came into play. We knew that if we did this long enough, the black man would be upset with you for siding with us against them, and to the point where he would even take his eyes off of the real culprit, white supremacy. Now we don't need you anymore, and the foolish of you could not realize one thing. After all of these years, you black women were under attack just as much as the black man. I mean, think about it. These are your fathers, brothers, uncles and sons we went after and are continuing to go after, and now we have started going after you more blatantly. The only difference is it is more blatant now. But all of those situations you named, that goes against the white supremacist code of conduct. We do not go against you for our men. Yes, I said it, our men, because at the end of the day, we stand with our men. This is the real reason why the movement was started, so white women can stand with our men to help in the oppression of black people. You women were pawns on the chessboard to help distract with the illusion of inclusion, which only helped to start confusion. So when women like Kenya Noor go on the television and insult black men, we get cover. Then you turn around and get insulted by our men, and unless we have an ulterior motive, we won't join you. But as I said earlier, that goes against our code. With McKinney, Texas and the young girl who was slapped in the face and insulted with racial slurs, well, we side with the white woman and the cop. Because when it comes down to it, we are white first. We are of gender when it comes to confusing others who we are in competition with. You and your black men better get it together quick and realize that you are all that you got. You are not each other's enemies, but you black people are our enemy, which is why we keep you closer, because we can tame you if we know what you are up to, and since you desire wide approval, that makes our work that much easier. So, hell no, we won't speak up on your issues, because we don't care about black people, period.
So you are basically telling us that all of those times we went off on Twitter, attacking black folks, you were just using us? You were never on our side?
Bingo, you were not the only ones, but you aided in the current sorry state of the black community. Well, if we want to call it a community, you pick an any bed wenches on one end, and the handkerchief-headed Sambo men on the other end.
You did not just say that. I can't believe you said that.
This is Jim Crow 2.0. The gloves are off. We are not suspected white supremacists. We are guilty white supremacists, and proud of it. Now, what are you gonna do about it? March, pray, scream about black women's lives matter too, as if you are not all inclusive with black life in general. You keep thinking that. While you keep thinking that, we will continue what we have been doing for centuries now. All of you, men, women, children, old, young, dark skin, light skin, are all under attack. And as long as you are stupid enough to fight among each other over petty differences, while you bow down to us white folks, we will continue to win.
Message!